Hi, everyone. We are coming to you live for another Alive Friday today. Great to be here once again, and we have a couple of questions today that we're going to answer.
Mhm.
So the first one is anybody who is offering HR services, and if so, what do you offer? I'm new to VA and will start my business soon. I want to offer HR services because I have 8 years of HR experience from oil and gas companies. I will also offer other admin services. Thanks.
Ooh, what a great niche. I love
Mm.
it. HR is a fantastic niche, a fantastic, way to specialize and position yourself as the go-to person or the go-to VA that can help with those types of things. I think it's great.
Yeah, absolutely. And if you think about like in an HR, like let's say an HR support role, or you might even have that management sort of level. What were you doing in your role for the business, the company, and all of it is completely possible virtually. And now you're just providing those things as services. And yeah, I agree with Sam. Like it's a really good niche. So try not to go too wide. Just keep
Mm,
it really like narrow of like you provide HR services. So you become the go-to person for an HR team looking for some support and wondering whether a virtual assistant is right for them, or even smaller businesses who need some support in that area and they can just use a couple of hours when they need it from you is the other option too. So yeah, great niche. So thing it could also extend to recruitment as well. So you could be
mhm.
offering, you could be shortlisting CVs. You could be writing job ads. You could be doing the initial. You might do a phone call with each person and ask a few questions. Do that initial like shortlisting on the phone. Um, yeah, loads of things, scheduling the interviews,
Mhm.
anything along that recruitment sort of process, getting the paperwork ready for whoever's going to do the interviews, writing the questions, that sort of stuff. Absolutely, you can do as a virtual assistant. And then if we head into like after employees come on board, then what services could you provide? Getting all of the employee details and loading them into whatever system they have. Um, doing
Performance reviews, companies that are at the size that, that they need help with all that because there's a lot of paperwork and
mm.
organization that goes along with performance reviews.
Yeah, scheduling all of the performance reviews with the team members as well. Yeah,
Mhm.
loads of things that you could do in that really awesome niche. So have a think about what were you doing in those roles, and then you're just providing those as the services. Lots of things that you could be doing in there, which is awesome. All right, the next question is I launched my VA biz in February and it's been a slow go. And although I've had a few leads, Zoom calls, and I've even given some free sample work, I'm still at zero clients. Should I move on, or is this normal for it to take this long to get a client? What would you say?
Well, I mean, to start off with, we've just gone, well, in some countries are still going through this really weird time in the world with COVID-19. So that potentially has affected it a little bit, but I would say it's probably not the full reason
Mm.
you haven't got on onboarding a client yet. Are you asking them for feedback? I think this is actually raises a lot more questions for me. I want to know
Mm.
more. I want to know
Yeah.
more for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. So yeah, what messages have you got out in your online presence? How many relationships are you building online or offline? How much networking are you doing? Have you got the personality style to present really well on a Zoom call? What's your rates, like all there's loads of reasons or things, and Sam's right, this does raise more questions than answers for you.
Mm,
There's loads of reasons why that you might not be getting those leads converted to clients. But yeah, it feels like quite a long time to not have a
yeah.
first client yet. But do you have a great online presence, like say on LinkedIn? Do you have you had someone proofread it? Are you good at writing? If not, have someone else write it for you. Like all of these things can contribute to not getting enough leads in and then not converting. So if you've had one lead in and you've had one Zoom call and it hasn't converted, then there's something wrong along the process. And there's quite a few elements or things that contribute to that. But yeah, I would be taking a look at how many people are you reaching out to every day in terms of building a relationship, providing value, and not selling. So, are you messaging people on LinkedIn and going straight in for a sales pitch? So that would not be a good idea. What are you doing to try and find the number of leads? Because you're not going to convert every single person to a client that you have a Zoom call with. 60% of the time, if you're converting 60% of the leads that come in, like that would be good. You're not going to convert all of them, but yeah, there's something along the way in terms of your messaging, your marketing, how you're reaching out to people, what you're saying on Zoom calls, how confident you are, all of those things. There's something not quite right there if it's taken that long. So you need to look at all of those things and really have someone else review things for you, or really take a hard look at whether this is for you, whether you are able to convert people on a Zoom call. And, like being a virtual assistant is not for everyone. Have a look at those things before you throw it in though.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes it also depends on your experience. What were you doing before starting out in the VA world? Have you got those really strong core admin skills and experiences that a lot of us start off with, because it's such an integral starting point? But I agree with Jo, absolutely. If you've got the experience, you've got your messaging right, you're online, you've got a really good brand, you're all the places that you need to be, then you need to look at where else can I be. It's because it all comes down to networking. It's building relationships. We talk to so many of our community members about what's your number one way of finding clients, and they pretty much all agree it comes down to networking and building those really strong relationships. It's not about that aggressive sales pitch straight off the bat. It's about it's slow. It takes time. You need to be adding value, going in softly, building the relationships, and then the sales pitch when you know that they're ready to hear it.
Yeah, absolutely. So yeah, hope that helps for everyone else watching too. And thanks for tuning in. As always, we have an amazing members club that is growing quickly at the moment. And Sam and I have not put up the price yet, but we really need to. So that is going to happen after the weekend. We're going to be putting the price up. So please, if you have been thinking about jumping in the members club, do so now so that you can lock in the $47 New Zealand per month, which is incredible value for what our members get, isn't it, Sam? So you pretty much have unlimited access to Sam and I on Messenger and on email to ask all your questions. We've been doing lots of website reviews for our members, one each week, and going on video through someone's website, showing them exactly the things that they should update and ideas for how they can improve it. And we have amazing content that allows you to jump into the members site, see exactly what stage you're at, and then what your very next steps are. And so often that's the struggle that virtual assistants have. It's like they don't know what to do next. So we have you all covered over in the members club. So we'll drop a link into the comments below, and we'd love to see you there. So thanks for watching and have a great weekend, everyone.
Bye, guys.